What is up, everybody? David here, and today I got a brand new video for y'all. And this time I got a vintage collection that I wanted to open up for you guys. It's only 4 figures. I'm still looking to obtain the rest of them. I think I need like another 4, I think. We'll take a look at that here in a second. And of course, you know, the vehicles that come with it. And I am talking about none other than the 1996 animated series Flash Gordon. And I love the original film that came out in 1980. It's an all-time favorite of mine when it comes to science fiction and stuff. And I love the soundtrack to that and everything. So, but yeah, there's been several incarnations of this. You know, of course, you know, originally this was a comic strip. And just took a life of its own, you know, got some TV serials, and live action film, and an animated series, and of course, you know, there was a Sci-Fi Channel reboot, Flash Gordon, I think it was a reboot, or a series or something, I can't remember, but yeah, there's been different incarnations of the Flash Gordon series. This, I've never actually watched the animated series. I might have seen clips of it here and there. But like I said, this came out in 1996. And of course, Playmates, one of my all-time favorites, besides Kenner and Toy Biz, and among other popular 90s figure companies, you know, or companies that made action figures. I do love the stuff that Playmates did in the 90s, you know, that was their, I call it the Playmates verse, and because the simple fact that the figures, should I say, pretty much go in scale with each other, the way that it's stylized and everything, and they had a bunch of properties that they did, and I like to always try to add a little piece of each property to my collection, you know. But anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and open each one of these. And I do have some Playmates that I took from my collection toy room to kind of compare, you know, you can see the scale difference and stuff like that. But the 4 characters I have Flash Gordon, Prince Thundar, or Princess Thundar, and Dale Arden, and Ming the Merciless. Okay, the first character I want to take a look at is none other than Flash Gordon himself. So this is the packaging that it comes with, or comes in. I do like the Flash Gordon style packaging, the way they had the lightning bolts and everything like that. The card back looks really good for this particular toy line. And it's your basic Playmates 90s style packaging, you know, and got the figure with the different accessories there. And then it says Flash Gordon in Mongo outfit and the rocket charged rebel as seen in the animated Flash Gordon TV series. And it says Flash Gordon rockets into Mongo City with his air sled. So I'm guessing that's his air sled. So here's the assortment number and stock number. There's the Playmates logo right there. There is the Flash Gordon logo right there. And this is from KB Toys. And when I open these, I always save the card backs, you know. And then over here in the back, let's go ahead and take it. Don't know if y'all can see that. So my apologies. So if you want to pause, and if you can see that, just read it. But this is the card that you can actually cut out here around this and keep it, you know. So if you want to read the main thing right here, you can pause. And so here are the other characters that are in the line. Team Flash and the Imperial forces do battle on planet Mongo. So the only ones I need is Prince Talon, General Lynch, the Flash Gordon with his flight suit, and Cobalt the mercenary, as I already have the others as well. And so there is a picture of Flash right there, and then Mongo Madness, and these are the accessories that it comes with. The Tri-Blaster hand weapon, the Rebel Visa pad, and the Rocket Rollins air sled. So very cool. So let's go ahead and open this guy up. Alright, so we got Flash out of the packaging, and I must say it's a really good figure. Not much way of articulation, but let's go over the accessories first. Right here is his rocket rolling air sled, and from the description it says, with the barrier blasting air sled attacks, there is no escape or no problem for, and escapes are no problem for Flash. So very nice little detail. I love the little scuff marks right there. And it actually rolls too, so it's got wheels. So it's very nice detail on the underneath, especially with the engine right there. I guess if you want to call it the engine or muffler. And there's the little detail right there. There's the booster power right there. I have no idea what I'm talking about. So, very nice details right there. Very color, like the red right there matches his outfit. So very cool. And here is the Rebel Visa pad, and from the description it says visual comm links keep the rebels in contact during the war for freedom. So this is how they communicate with each other. So very cool. I really like the detail of this. Very nice. Especially here in the back. And that's one thing about Playmates. Back in the 90s, they made sure you had accessories, whether they made sense or not. Especially with the Star Trek ones. Man, they loaded down with accessories, and half of them is like, what the heck is this shit? But communication right there. And this one is the Tri-Blaster hand weapon. And this was to fight Ming the Merciless. You gotta blast away with the triple the firepower. So they're very cool, very nice little detail. And also one thing you gotta give Playmates credit is that they give you so much detail in their accessories. And then now let's go ahead and take a look at Flash himself. You know, here Flash is like a teenager and stuff, so that's a so 90s haircut right there. With the bowl cut underneath. Oh man. So love the detailing. You know, he's got his little stomach showing right there. You know, detailing the outfit. You know, very simple, you know. The legs right there, as far as the shoes go. So, very Playmate-esque. So, the way of articulation is the head just goes left and right. Of course, there it's just on a ball, and then the arms go up and down, you know. And then there's a little bit of waist movement right here. It's a little tight, so little waist right there, and then the legs forward and backwards. So basically, you get your standard 6 points of articulation right there. So let's go ahead and load him up with his accessories real quick. Alright, so we got Flash with his Tri-Blaster hand weapon and his Rebel Visa pad, along with his rocket rolling air sled. So, very cool. It rolls just fine, you know. This thing is incredible. But I do like it though. Man, love this thing. This is incredible. I really like how they gave him a couple accessories along with his air pad. So let's do some comparisons with some of the uh, other Playmates figures real quick before we move on to the next one. And here we have Flash compared with the 1988 hard-headed Leonardo and the 1990 Big Boy from the Dick Tracy line, who both are by Playmates as well. So as you can tell at the difference of the scaling as far as how far along these figures have came from since the late 80s to the early 90s to the mid to late 90s, as how the sculpts have come along since then, because the majority of the figures back then from the late 80s to probably about early mid 90s, they were like real squatty, like all of their figures were like within some kind of scaling. And then as far as when it came to the mid to late 90s, that's when they kind of made it more of the way the Flash Gordon figure is. Alright, next up we're going to be taking a look at Dale Arden, and she is the love interest of Flash. So basically there's like the basic standard Flash Gordon Playmates packaging right there. And then we have Dale blast out in the outer space on her air sled. And then we have the figure and no accessories in the blister. And this is a scene in the animated Flash Gordon TV series, Dale Arden, Beauty, Brains, and Bolt Blaster. So here's the assortment number and stock number with the Playmates logo right there at the bottom. And then here on the back, if you want to, sorry if I can't. Let me go ahead and adjust this camera real quick. There we go. That way y'all can see that better. So if you want to, you can just pause it and just read that. And this is the flash card where you can just cut it out. There is the main card right there. There's information right there. And then here in the middle it says Dale pilots the rocket rolling air sled against the forces of Ming. So there she is on her air sled. And then here is the rest of the figures that are in the line. And then as far as her accessory goes, it's the bolt blaster hand weapon, the Rebel Trian scanner, and rock and rolling air sled. So let's go ahead and take her out of the packaging, take a closer look at her and her accessories. Okay, so we got Dale out of her packaging, and let's go ahead and take a look at her accessories first. And we will be taking a look at the rocket rolling air sled. So it's basically the same thing as Flash's, so there's nothing too much difference. It's just the only thing that's different is the color. So his is red while hers is green. So that's pretty much about the same thing, same detailing and everything, just the green. And then she comes with a Rebel trans scanner, and in the description it basically says that the Team Flash coordinates all attacks with this battlefield comlink. So very Star Trek-ish, should I say. It's a very cool detailing there. I really like that. And then her other accessory is the bolt blaster hand weapon. And also the information on this thing is Dale is never in distress as long as she can fire her bolt blaster. So very cool, nicely detailed, just all silver, And Dale herself. It's basically looks really good, The hair is very nicely detailed. Especially her face. Her face is nicely detailed. Shirt looks good. Got the details in the pants. It's got a six-pack going there, or abs showing there. And pants. Boots nicely detailed as well. So got her nice little rump. And yeah, nicely detailed overall. Those single glove right there on her hand, and with her wristband, armband. So, well, let's get her loaded up with her accessories. But before we do that, I forgot to go over the articulation. So her head goes back and forth, arms up and down, and she does not have a waist roll, so she's your basic standard 5 POA. So legs go up and down. So legs, the joints are kind of stiff, so can't really do much with her as far as making it move solid. So you just have to work away with it. So yeah, no waist articulation. So she's your basic 5 POA. Alright, there she is holding her bolt blaster hand weapon, but her other hand won't be able to hold her Rebel trans scanner. But she will be able to roll with no problems. So, and there she is compared with a couple other Playmates goodies, along with the Star Trek Next Generation. So she goes well in scale with these guys and gals. So, like I said before, you know, they're kind of like I call it the Playmates universe, or Playmates verse, because the simple fact that most of them, you know, they're all pretty much in scale with each other, no problems, you know. Okay, next up we have is Princess Thundar, the powerful Lionoid warrior. So here she is in her standard Flash Gordon packaging, and the figure in the center with the accessories on the sides. And then here at the bottom we got Princess Thundar, powerful Lionoid warrior, as seen in the animated Flash Gordon TV series. Princess Thundar roars across the sky on her air sled. So if you notice the pattern, they all come with air sleds. So here is the assortment number, stock number, with the Playmates logo at the bottom. And on the back, there is her flash card. And if you want to pause and read that, you may. And then here is the basic information right there. And bio, your basic bio right there. And then here in the middle we have the rolling rocket air sled. Princess Thundar leaps into action against the evil minions of Ming. So there's the rest of the characters are in the wave or in the line. And then here is her accessories: lion stars, the Rebel Visa pad, and the rocket rolling air sled. So let's go ahead and open Thundar out and take a closer look at her accessories and herself. Okay, so we got Thundar out of her packaging, and let's go ahead, as per usual, take a look at the accessories first. And here is her air sled, and like before, it's just the same bold, but just different coloring. This time it's purple, and basically the same thing, you know. Very cool. I do like these air sled, you know. I think they're very awesome. And then here is her lion star. It says in the description for this accessory, it says, when Ming's stooges see the stars, they will never wake up. So, very cool. It's the shape of a claw too as well. So that's very cool. Nice added little detail right there. So I really like that a lot. And here is the accessory that we saw before with Flash, the Rebel Visa Pad. So very cool, nicely detailed. Really love the detail on this one though, or both of them. You know, very awesome. And so now here is Thundar herself. So I think she might be a little smaller than Dale. And so we'll do a size comparison when that time comes. But she's got a lot of details. So a lot of details, especially in her hair. The orange, the wavy color right there, especially on the side of the face. I like that a lot. The detail, the eyes, the lips. Get the little headband across her forehead. And then you get the silver red blended in right there. Very nice texture. It's got a little 6-pack going right there. The arms, nicely detailed, especially with the armor on the forearm and on the shoulders. So, really like that. The back as well. And then here's her legs. And there is her knees and shin guards right there. So then this is her tail. So it looks like it's just a soft pliable plastic. It doesn't have a bendy wire or anything, which would have been a nice touch to it though. But there's her tail right there. And very cool. So let's get her all loaded up and take a closer look at her. Alright, there's Thundar with all of her accessories. She's able to hold them all. And rolls just fine. And before we do some comparisons, we'll take a quick look at her articulation. So, just like with Dale, see her head moves left and right. Arms are up and down. And she does not have a waist articulation. And her legs are in as stiff as Dale's were. So legs go forward and backwards. So she is your standard 5 POA. As far as the tail goes, no, there's no articulation on the tail. So just have to leave it like that. So very cool. And like I mentioned, the size difference, you can tell how she is a lot smaller. And here she is compared with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Lionheart and Star Trek's Deep Space Nine Lieutenant Dax. So, scale-wise, she is the smaller of the three. And like I said before, here she is with Dale, and she is the smaller of the two females. So, Dale is just a tad bit bigger than she is. And last but not least, we have Ming the Merciless. So, here's your basic Flash Gordon Playmates packaging with the Ming in the middle, accessories on the side. Ming the Merciless, Emperor of Mongo and Conqueror of the Universe. Ming rockets across Mongo on his air sled, as seen in the animated Flash Gordon TV show. Here's the assortment number with the stock number right there as well. And here, as before, there is his flash card. So if you want to pause and read it, you may. And here's the basic bio for these figures. And then here are the figures itself. And here in the middle, here's Ming. It says Ming rockets rolling air sled shoots across the planet surface and beyond. So, and then here are his accessories. The dinosaur, Ming's Imperial Trans Scanner, and the rocket rolling air sled. So far they've all come with air sleds. So let's go ahead and open Ming out. Take him out of the packaging. Alright, Ming the Merciless is finally out of his packaging. From the looks of it, you could probably say that he could be a Skrull, but that's from a different universe, alternate universe. But anyways, Ming does look really cool, and when I was trying to get him to stand, he does have a little bit more articulation than the other 3 figures. So we'll take a look at that too as well. So let's go ahead and start off by looking at his accessories. And of course, just like with everybody else, here is the air sled. Same mold, same everything, just different color. So here is Thundar's air sled. His is a lot lighter purple, than hers. So then here is his cape, which we will attach later on. I do love the detailing of this thing. So even though it's just a hard plastic, nothing. It's not pliable or anything. It can't move. It's just one solid piece. But really love the detailing of it, especially for what it is. It's got nice texturing with it. It looks like it's just like in the air, not floating in the air, but it's got the little like, how do I say it? Like when somebody's walking, it's kind of got that movement to it, But a very nice detail right there. And here is his dinosaur. This is Ming's diabolical crystal-powered scepter. So very, very cool, nicely detailed. Look at that. I just love that detail out there. Looks a little bit weathered too, a little bit, just a tad bit. So there is the bottom of it. So very awesome. And then here is his Imperial trans scanner. Looks like a shell, but it's his in the description it says Ming's known to the power of communication. Knows the power of communication. It is his greatest weapon against Team Flash. So this is what he uses to communicate with us. Very nicely detailed and everything. So really like that a lot. And so here is Ming the Merciless himself. Like I said, from a distance, you could probably think that he is a Skrull, but he is like a reptilian race, and the detail in the face is very nice. The eyes, the ears, the detail and the bumps on his face, the back of it. So his armor as well, very nicely detailed. His hands are nicely detailed. So very cool. His pants. His feet is detailed as well. Look at that. With the two-toed feet. So very awesome. The back of his pants as well. Nice creases and wrinkles in it. So very good. So before I forget, so let's go over his articulation. So his articulation is your basic standard, left and right. If you look at his neck, you probably could tell that it would go forward, but it doesn't. Just the way it looks. Look at those. Look at that eyes. Oh, wow, I didn't realize that back there, where you have the light, shines through his eyes right there. How cool is that? Look at that. That is amazing. So if you were to do that, you wouldn't be able to see much. But that is awesome. It's pretty badass. So as far as his arms go, they just go up and down. Nothing too fancy. And he does not have any waist articulation. but his legs go forward and backwards. And he does got a single knee joint right there. So basically he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got 7 points of articulation. So that's a lot for a Playmates figure. Alright, let's get him all geared up and onto a sled. Alright, here we have Ming all geared up with his cape and scepter. Wasn't able to hold his communication device, as this is just a closed fist hand. So see how well he rolls before he falls over. And he rolls pretty good. And here he is scaled with Bebop and Rocksteady. I think he looks a lot better like that than Shredder does. In my opinion, I think these three go well together. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you think Ming the Merciless goes good with Bebop and Rocksteady or Shredder? And I just want to thank and I just want to thank everyone for taking the time to watch this video and take a closer look at these figures with me. I had fun doing it, and I enjoyed really filming this a lot. Now I want to go check out the animated series and everything, so that'd be something I would like to do, and I need to collect the rest of the 4 figures so I can review those as well, and also the vehicles that come in this line. So this is a real fun line. I really love these figures. Like I said, the 90s was a great time for Playmates, as all their figures, go well with each other. You can mix and match. The Playmates verse is an awesome verse, you got all kinds of license like Toxic Crusaders, Ninja Turtles, Flash Gordon, Star Trek, all kinds of things, that they did. Some not so much as popular as others, but hey, it is what it is. I'm just happy to have these in the collection, especially for my Playmates verse collection, So really thrilled to finally open these up and take a closer look at them. So, words of wisdom: buy what you love and not what you like, because if you buy what you like, you will always end up getting rid of it. And I will catch y'all later.